Properly warming up inside of Counter-Strike 2 is the most vital thing to do in order to prepare yourself for your matches and make sure that you are giving yourself the best chance to rank up and have the most impact inside of these games. Staying sharp is vital to becoming a better player. So today I'm going to give you my pro warm-up routine on Aimbotz so that we can get you to the tip-top shape and that you can be the best player possible. But first, in order to be the best player possible, we need to have the best skins possible. So let me give a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. With it being the holiday season, there is no better gift to give yourself than a new CS2 inventory. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. All right. Shout out to Skins Monkey. They're amazing people. So make sure you guys use my code and support me through that. Let's talk about how we implement our pro warm-up routine in Counter-Strike 2. So what you want to do is go ahead and click on play, go over here to workshop map and click on Aimbotz Aim Trainer. Now I've made a video in the past talking about how to download and install Aimbotz and set it up, and today I want to expand on that further and actually show you what we need to do when we get in here, right? So first thing we're going to do when we load into Aimbotz here is we're going to close our field of view here. So we're going to click E on all of these except this one. We're going to click on the 5. What this is going to do is it's going to destroy all these walls here, or create all these walls and make it so that this is the only place bots can spawn. And why is this good? Because it's going to really let us shoot a lot of bots at the same time and get our aim flowing. And guys, I'm doing this warm up right now. I just got on, right? So the first thing I like to do when I first get on is I like to just come here and do about 100 of these where I'm just literally clicking at the heads, right? I'm just sitting here clicking, and what this is doing is it's getting my aim warm, and I don't have to worry about spraying. I don't have to worry about anything. I just worry about click, 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 right? I'm just getting that aim, that raw aim ready, right? No spraying, no nothing, just literally sitting here and going through and just clicking, right? Very simple. And then once I do about 100 of those, once I get, start feeling good, I start to implement a little bit of bursting, right? So nothing crazy. It's still a little bit like the clicking, right? But we're just gonna spray a little bit longer, right? Get these sprays down. We're not doing any spray transfers or any full-on stuff like that. We're just doing short little bursts like this. Short little bursts. Very important. I do about 50 to 100 of those, and it's very solid. Now, once you start getting that down, we've already worked on our clicks. We've already worked on our little bit of sprays, right? These little bursts. We're going to start implementing spray control and spray transfers, right? So we're going to sit here and we're going to spray down these bots, and I'm purposely trying to not headshot them, right? I'm purposely trying to work on my spray and hit in the body, right? This is going to help me out the most. And if you want to do more headshot related stuff, you can focus on keeping your crosshair at head level, but essentially do another 50 to 100 of those. And a lot of the stuff we're doing, guys, is going to be broken down into 50 or 100 reps depending on how intense you want to do this, right? That's going to be a target you're going to focus on a lot, right? So once you get the sprays down, it's really good because it works on your range of motion and gets you warmed up like that. We're going to move on to some other guns, right? So our AK is feeling good. A lot of times I like to just use the deagle here, sit here and do 50 of these where we're just crouching and working on our accuracy and speed, right? The crouching is going to make it so that it's extra accurate, because when you're standing with the deagle, you have a longer cooldown and you got to wait a longer time, or else, as you can see, the shots aren't going to hit even if you're aiming in the right spot. But just go ahead and do that. Again, this is just going to work on your raw accuracy. You don't have to worry about spraying. You don't have to worry about anything. You're just pointing and clicking, right? Pointing and clicking, which is really solid. Now what we can do is actually fly up here, wherever it's at. I'm not sure. I think it's up here, yeah. And we can go ahead and make sure that the helmets are off, right? So we're gonna do just Kevlar, yeah, so that we can come over here and do the USP, right? It's very important to have your USP warmed up, and you can do this. I like to do like flicking motion, so I kill one person here, one person there, one person there, right? You see I'm going back and forth doing this kind of thing. It's very good to get yourself warmed up by doing this zigzag motion, right? Another thing you can do that's really good with the AK and the pistols is, say I'm looking at this bot right here. I'm going to try as fast as I can to kill this bot then, right? So like that. See how I do that? It's very solid to work on this, because that's how you're going to get these fast kills in game, right? So don't be afraid to miss. Don't be afraid of failing, because that's just part of it. But yeah, just focus on these and see how good you can get. It's actually really challenging and really hard to do it, right? And then lastly, one of the things I like to do, I throw an M4 A1S in here too. I would put on the helmets for this, because in game you're going to be fighting people that have helmets, right? Work on these sprays with the A1S, because it's just a laser beam, right? So get used to beaming people down in these little sprays. Work on the 2 taps, because you have to hit them twice to kill them. And do that, right? Like go through your A1S, even the AUG if you want. That can be good. Focus on the spray patterns with these and really working on that. But really what we want to do is make sure we're warming up the op too. Even if you're not an opper, I would recommend warming up the op, just because I think it's good, and it helps you with the range of motion and gives you, like, I don't know, this like fresh feeling, right? So when I'm opping first, if I'm not feeling good, like if I'm feeling off on the day, what I'll do is I'll literally just sit here and click like slow, right? Like I'm not really working on flicking right now. I'm just working on, like, when I'm unscoped, trying to get my scope centered as fast as possible, right? Without flicking, right? So when I'm trying to kill this guy, right, I'm just trying to focus on getting my scope in the right place. See, I was a little off on that. Right there, I'm on. But just doing this and then shooting, right? When I'm starting to feel good, then I'll start to implement some flicks, right? Make sure you're working both sides. I'm whiffing here, but make sure you're working on both sides and getting that down. And the range of motion is going to be really good, right? I like to turn my back here and then flick around, because it kind of like makes it like a reaction test, right? Like see where someone is, boom, right there. See where someone is, boom, right there. See what I mean? It's like a little bit of reaction test, which is really good. There's lots of stuff you can do in Aimbotz. I don't usually mess around with movement, but you really can do it where, they have different stuff, like they have a brain or something, and they'll start moving around. I don't really mess with that usually. I like to use Aimbotz as a static way, and then I like to use my DM as like fast paced moving around. I like Aimbotz when they're static, because it makes it so that I'm purely aiming, and I can see if my aim is on or off on the day, and it's really good. So yeah, implement some of these into your daily aim routine, and you will improve a lot as a new player, especially for those of you that are struggling out there to understand why you're not improving or getting better. A lot of you are not implementing proper training into your routine, right? You're not doing these little mini games inside, warming yourself up, like these flicking, all this other stuff, right? A lot of people get the scout over here and go for headshots, do that kind of thing. So you're not actually practicing this, and then when you get into game, you wonder why you're struggling. It's because, like, you're rusty, right? Like, you're not improving yourself. You're not testing yourself before the games, and you're just jumping in dry and seeing what happens, right? You're not going to hit shots then. You're not going to feel comfortable, and it's going to mess with your whole game when you're not properly warming up. So, yeah, implement some of this stuff into your game, and you're going to see a lot of good stuff coming from yourself. You're going to surprise yourself with how good you are. But, yeah, that's about it from how to use Aimbotz to improve yourself. Pro Aimbotz routine. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. I've got a lot of stuff that teaches you how to warm up, different tools you can use. This is just one of the many tools, so keep that in mind, guys. If this doesn't work for you, there's lots of other stuff, and if it works for you, make sure to implement other stuff into your game so that you have lots of stuff to work with. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll check you guys. I'll post some more later for you guys, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.